Hi everyone, a very warm welcome to this channel. My name is Fenifara. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. So today I have a very interesting story time. It is about how I once got arrested in this city of Nairobi. Yes guys, I have been arrested once, but for a very petty offense. So this particular Saturday morning, I was a student at the University of Nairobi. So I woke up very early in the morning, psyched up. Later in the day, I had a class. I think, was it even a cut or a class? It was at 8 a.m. And then after that, there was interfaculty sports day. So I was to participate in the swimming competition. I had registered myself to participate in the 50-meter breaststroke. So I was really psyched. I wore this blue tennis skirt that I had, and then there was like a blue vest. My mom gave it to me. My mom is a retired basketballer, so she normally has this cool jerseys. Are they called jerseys? Yeah. So I was matching, and then with my sports shoes, my white sports shoes, I just felt sexy. So I knew that day, like after my competition, I will be like a cheerleader. I will go up and round like to the football pitch cheering for my team, and then the basketball pitch cheering for my team. That was going to be my job for the day. So I had a neighbor, we were in the same class, so she passed by and said, "Uko ready twende?" Then I was like, yeah, twendanishe. So we left the house together, we went to the stage, we waited for matatus that day where there were no matatus. We didn't know, na watu wamejaa stage, so we didn't know what was wrong. So when a matatu finally came, tukaingia as excess. You know the way these conductors tell you that kuna hawa wawili wanashuka pale, ingieni. We went in. Little did we, there were policemen just ahead. So we were living in Roysambu, this side of the main Thika road. So we had crossed the road huku, ni kama tuko hii side ya Kasarani, waiting for the matatus. And then now, the police were just hapo tu hiyo round, mbele tu hapo roundabout hapo tu mbele. We didn't know, because according to them, venye walikuwa, unajua they normally communicate. So the policemen were like, uko mbele kidogo. But, unajua ni wale polisi wa bike. So they can be anywhere at any time. So at that moment, situliingia kama excess. Hata tujafika mbali, matatu ikasimamishwa. Hey! Ikakuwa, nyinyi wenye mmesimama, simameni tu hapo hapo. Wengine wote washuke. And I was like, hey, okay. Maybe wanataka hongo. You know the way these policemen are. So I was not even worried. Dereva akaambiwa, haya, peleka gari. I think we were going to Muthaiga police station. Yeah, it was Muthaiga police station. Dereva, twende. Sasa tukusikia tunaenda Muthaiga police station, tunauliza the conductor, kwani nini inaendelea ati? Huyu mwenye ametushika ni yule mbaya. Hapa hakuna kujitoa. Hapa hakuna kujitoa. I was like, sasa tutafanyaje? But at that time, I'm still not worried. I'm like, maybe hawakutaka kuchukua hongo huku kwa barabara. Tukifika police station, watatuambia tu tutoe pesa, alafu watuachilie. That's what I was thinking. So we went to the police station, and then it was like, people were making phone calls, like to be bailed out of the situation. At that moment, I don't even know what I was thinking, because all this could have been ended with just one phone call. I have a cousin of mine, OCS Farah. If I could just make that phone call to OCS Farah, I wouldn't be in trouble, because he would have told the police to release me. But I was like, OCS Farah and my dad are like this. And I don't want my dad to find out. You know the way African parents they will tell you like, ulienda kusoma, ama ulienda kushikwa na polisi. And I didn't want to disappoint my dad. I was like, hey, my dad is sacrificing a lot for me to be here in school, and then I'm disappointing him like this. So I'm not going to make that phone call. Big mistake. So we were there at the police station. Those who like made the phone calls and stuff were released. So we remained like just a couple of us wenye hatuna usaidizi. Then the police was like, mnajua huyu mwenye aliwashika ni mkubwa sana. Like mulishikwa tu na mkubwa. Hapa itabidi tuwaandikie, mutaenda kotini Monday asubuhi. Hey, I was like, kotini Monday asubuhi? Now I started panicking. So I have a cousin, his name is Eric, he's a lawyer. By the way, I'll link his details in the description box below in case you need his services. So I called Eric, and Eric was like, umeshikwa juu ya nini? Nikamwambia excess. Eric was like, sijali, hiyo ni makosa ndogo. Wamesemaje? Nikamwambia, wanasema tunaandikiwa tutaenda milimani. Eric akasema, kaishafika hapo, itabidi tu uende hiyo milimani. But now he was coaching me. He was saying like, ukienda milimani, weka tu mpole, usibishane, omba tu msamaha, watakuachilia. Si makosa kubwa sana hivyo, utaachiliwa tu. I was like, kumbe si makosa kubwa sana. Kaniambia, don't worry, hiyo si criminal record, hiyo ni just traffic offense. Ukifika tu hapo, omba msamaha, nyenyekea, alafu utaachiliwa. So I was like, sawa. I'm telling you, we stayed there we were not at the cell, we were just there it was like the reception area. So more people were being brought in. Like hiyo siku tulishikwa wengi, ilikuwa tu operation along Thika Road. So tulishikwa wengi. So unapeana ID, unaandikiwa I think it's called charge sheet, something like that. So unaandikiwa the charge sheet and then unaambiwa uende. We were to give a bail, like a cash bail of 2,000 shillings. And I didn't have I only had 500 shillings with me. So I told Eric, they were asking for 2,000 shillings, if you could please help me with the 2,000 shillings so that I can be released. And then we'll see how we'll sort each other later. So Eric sent me the 2,000 shillings. I paid the cash bill of 2,000 shillings. And I was like, please don't tell anyone. Like, please, I don't want people to know. So we were released. It was around, by this time, time had gone. I think it was around noon. I went to school, but I now didn't participate in the competition anymore because I was like, psych to iliisha. So I went back home. Now I was like, sasa Monday niko kotini. That weekend was like done for me. I was so low. So on Monday morning, I woke up really early because we were told to report to Milimani at exactly 8 a.m. So I woke up really early. I had this one skirt suit, very pretty, very elegant. It was, those clothes that you have, like it was an emergency in case I was called for an interview for internship and stuff. So I had that one skirt suit. So I wore that one skirt suit. We went in the morning to Milimani by 8 a.m. In fact, I arrived early before 8 a.m. because I was told if your name is called and then you are not there, they will issue a warrant of arrest for you. And now that will be another case. I was like, I don't want to risk this. So I went there very early in the morning. Before 8, I was there. I asked for like my courtroom number, blah, blah, blah. I was seated, waiting to be called. Oh my God, that process was long because there were so many other cases before they started our cases. Like, there were so many other cases. No, I had to sit through all those cases. So by the time they were getting to our case, like now the traffic offense, it was at around, I think, 11 a.m. So we were called, like now the judge was like, okay, traffic offense number, blah, 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 blah. So luckily, the police had not written excess. The police wrote seat belt for me. So nilikuwa sijafunga seat belt. Instead of kuandika, nilikuwa excess. So the judge was like, and then I was, mimi hapa, unasimama sasa. So I was seated at the front. So I stood up. The judge looked at me like I was well dressed. I was very like professional and stuff. And the judge was like, mshipi. Yani mulimshika juu ya mshipi. And I was like, I didn't know that they wrote mshipi. So me even I was surprised. So I was like, And then the judge was like, huyu ni Mkenya angeenda kujenga nchi, mumemshika juu ya mshipi. Leo badala asubuhi angekuwa ameenda kujenga nchi, amekuja amekaa hapa, mumempotezea masaa. Hii ni kesi mngekuwa mmeimaliza huko. Hii ni kesi ya kuleta mtu kotini. The judge aliongea, alirant. Ndio manake Kenya hatuendelei. Sijui nini. The judge, hey, I don't know. He was just pissed for a reason. So he was like, na ulilipa cash bail ya pesa ngapi? Nikasema 2,000 shillings. 2,000? Hii ni makosa ya kulipa 500. Kwa nini ulilipa 2,000 shillings? And then he was like, enda wakurudishie pesa yako yote. So I was confused. By the time I was getting to court, by the way, I had already made a friend, like a police friend, mwenye anasimamaga hapo kwa mlango. So nilikuwa tu nimemuuliza venye huku kunaenda. Ile tulikuwa tu small talk, so it's like we were already, yani tulikuwa tushajuana. So nilikuwa I was confused vile judge aliongea. So nikiangalia hivi, ndio huyo polisi akaniambia like ni kama umeachiliwa, we talk up. Like tulicommunicate in signals. So I left, ndo ile natoka kwa mlango ndo nikamuuliza hiyo inamaanisha nini? Amesema, ndo akaniambia amesema ukarudishie pesa yako. Chukua hiyo karatasi, panda juu, so unaelekezwa where to go. I'm telling you. So hiyo karatasi yangu nikachukua, nikaenda huko juu. Kuna kaofisi tu hapo unaweza enda uclaim pesa yako. Kufika hapo napatana na polisi wengine kama 5 hivi. Madam, tukusaidie aje? I was like, nimeambiwa nikuje nichukue pesa yangu. Aje. They didn't want to give me my money. Me, I was just calm. I was like, nimeambiwa niende nikachukue pesa yangu. Unaweza hata uliza, wakapigia huyo mwingine mwenye alikuwa huko chini. Huyo mwingine akasema, judge amesema huyo madam arudishwe pesa yake yote. Those police could not even like walikuwa wanasema like hawezi rudishiwa yote. So I was like, sasa wameniambia kaa hapo. Hawataki tu kunirudishia pesa. Wamenikalisha. Sasa nimekaa nashangaa kunaendaje. Then another policeman akakuja. Akauliza, unaitwa nani? Nikamwambia jina yangu. Akasema, hiyo ni jina ya wapi? Nikamwambia, Coast wapi? Coast ni kubwa. So nikamwambia, natoka Mombasa. Nyumbani ni wapi? Ndio nikamwambia, natoka Rabai. Mke wangu ni Mrabai, sijui nini. Haya, tukakuwa marafiki tayari hapo. Warabai ni watu wazuri sana. Mke wangu yatoka Rabai sijui wapi. Na mimi nikamwambia, mimi natoka Rabai huku chini. Tukaendelea hapo. Nini kimekuleta hapa wewe msichana? Msichana mzuri kama wewe. Uko na makosa gani hivi? Nikamwambia hata nilishikwa tu sasa hata sikumwambia excess. Nikaenda na hiyo story ya mshipi. Nikamwambia nilishikwa seat belt. Pole sana. Wewe siku nyingine usiendelee uko unafunga mshipi sijui nini. Na unafanya nini huko Nairobi? Nikamwambia niko shule ndo niko karibu kumaliza. Akaanza kusema usome kwa bidii. Soma. Unajua now akakuwa sasa anani advise hapo. Soma kwa bidii sijui nini. Nakwambia usikuwe in trouble kabisa. Unajua mzazi vile amesacrifice ndo ukuje Nairobi usome. Sijui na mimi niko hapo mtoto tulivu, msikivu, niko hapo namsikiza, naambia sawa nitasoma. Kweli mzazi sijui amesacrifice. Sijui nini, namsikiza kabisa. Akaniambia, "Haya, ngoja nikusaidie." Akaenda huko ndani. Wakaanza kunongonezana hapo kidogo and then sasa polisi wakadecide like tutakurudishia lakini tutakurudishia yote. Lazima pia sisi tukule kitu. Mimi nikakuwa ni sawa, maana hata hizo pesa nilikuwa nimeomba mtu. So hiyo ukinirudishia si ati namrudishia tu huyo mwenye nilikuwa nimemuomba. Wakabaki I think na 500. So wakanirudishia like 1500. Kasema asante sana na wewe na usome nisikuone huku tena, nisikuone enda na usome kwa bidii, nisikuone huku kabisa. I was like sawa nitasoma. I'm telling you, that day it was like a long day for me, but in the end I got released. They gave me back my money, and then just like that I just woke up in luck. And I think it's because I'm telling you, the whole weekend I was just praying. I'm like, oh God, may Monday just go well for me. That day I woke up in the morning, I prayed like, may the judges be in my favor and everything. It was just like quite an experience. I'll say it was quite an experience. So yeah, I was released. I was given back my money, though not all of it. Of course, the policemen had to eat here and there. But I was okay with that as long as I was released and my parents did not find out about the incident. Because my parents will be like, wewe tulikupeleka usome, alafu unaenda unashikwa shikwa. Like, ulienda kusoma ama ulienda kuniniyo. But now that I'm thinking, like, hata hiyo ni makosa tu ndogo. Like, of course, conductor akikwambia huyu anashuka pale mbele, so you will just go in the matatu, especially if you are going somewhere, like maybe if you are going somewhere and you are late, alafu conductor akwambia like huyu anashuka pale mbele, naturally utaingia. So it was not like ati nimefanya makosa kubwa ama nini. But yeah, that was my experience being arrested in this city of Nairobi. Hey, I will never forget that day. But luckily, now if I get arrested, I'm using all the connections I have. I'm not going through that process again. Well, it's quite a headache. Now I've learned my lesson. Like, I will use every connection that I have. And nowadays, even if those conductors tell me like that, I'm like, wacha tu ningoje. Afadhali nikae stage. Afadhali hata nichelewe mali naenda, because kushikiwa makosa kama hizo surely na unaambiwa unapelekwa kotini. Like, what is that? What is that? Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video till the end. I'll see you on the next one. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I normally tell you guys, I have lived life. I am almost 30 years now, but the life I have lived, oh my God, I have lived life. So I have so many stories that I can be able to narrate to you. If you're interested in my story times, let me know in the comment section down below, and I will narrate them one by one as time goes by. But subscribe, press the notification bell. I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.